And welcome back. This is the second video of my little character shorts, and yes, I am actually officially calling it that, character shorts. And I'm going to be talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh ones that I have created. There are so many that I probably have, and I don't even bother trying to figure out which ones. I use my own persona as one of them, and it's, yeah. Anyway, so first off, say hello to the Crimson Dragon, because guess what? This is Yusei's little sister. This is Yuna Fudo. She, like her little friend Luna, has a connection with the dual spirits. She's got cute ones as well, so she's got Kribo, Wing Kribo, and Sonic Chick. She also connects with dragons, so she can actually talk to the Crimson Dragon. She can speak to Stardust, she can speak to Black Rose, she can speak to Red Dragon Archfiend, she can speak to Power Tool Dragon, Ancient Fairy Dragon, and Blackwing Dragon, I think is what that one is called for crows. I think so. And she also talks to Blade Ogre Dragon. And that I actually found out was actually Callan's. She also talks to a Dark Magician and Blue Eyes, and she has a Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, and actually so do I. I actually have two of them, but Frosty scared his butt over here in order to get it, because it's actually for him. But anyway, she also has the second head to the Crimson Dragon signer mark. Yusei is the other one. And so she and her brother can actually have this connection to where if he needs her or she needs him, they're right there. And she actually kind of resembles him quite a bit. She suffered through a mini amnesia, a small amnesia. No, that's not it. That's not the word. Temporary amnesia. That's it. She suffered through temporary amnesia. She meets Jack again, and he brings up that she's a lot like her brother. And therefore it's starting to click in her mind. She knows Jack. She absolutely knows Jack. She can't forget Jack, even if she wanted to. And coming to find out that he's related to the Kaibas. So she's just like, I don't know about this anymore. I don't know why I know you, kind of thing. And her runner is damaged. And so she's living with the Kaibas and Jack. And she decides to ask, hey, can I borrow tools so I can fix up my runner? I know how to fix it. And so Zeto lets her use the tools. And yeah. She is always in the garage. She always drinks milk and only drinks milk. And Mokuba found it cute and hilarious. But her crush is Yami. It's called Synchronized World of Duelists for a reason. It's because of that she actually has a crush on Yami. She feels like she knows him from somewhere, but can't put her finger on where, until she actually looks at those tablets in the museum again. Anyway, next up, meet Akiko and Alika Fudo. Akiko is the childhood friend and wife of Yusei, and Alika is their daughter, their only daughter. Not their only child, but their only daughter. The first time I actually introduced Akiko into a story was actually for a, let me take this off the charger, it's actually irritating my wrist holding it like that. The first time I mentioned Akiko in a story was in the one-shot of Don't Stop Believing. a song one-shot, and I thought it was pretty cute, and I was like mentioning how like her daughter looks exactly like her, so I'm just like, I should probably draw that. So I did, and therefore came up with exactly that. So, and Yusei actually finds it cute. Anyway, Akiko is actually half Egyptian, quarter Japanese, and quarter American. Her mother is American, and her father is a Japanese Egyptian. She is the only daughter to her family. In her family, she's the only child. And much like Yusei as well, Yusei was the only child in his. And at this point, I had put where like Yusei's parents died later instead of the incident over the whole thing. The whole thing of like zero reverse and all that. Yeah, I didn't add that. I didn't add that in there. Nope. Anyway, but that's Akiko. That's really all you actually need to know, other than the fact that she's had a crush on Yusei since she was little. Didn't even realize it either. Anyway, next up, this is Taka Dawson. She is the elder sister to Rally, whom Jack had thrown into the ocean. Still want to beat that guy up, seriously. But she is, much like Yusei, a turbo duelist and a mechanic. She looked up to Yusei when she first met him, and she's been helping him build runners like for years, or build at least a runner for years. And much like Yusei as well. And Yusei is actually her crush as well as her friend, along with Nervin, Blitz, Tank, and her little brother Rally. He was the one that taught her how to turbo duel. He was the one that actually taught her how to ride a motorcycle. But much like Yusei, she was born in the city, but she was basically raised in the satellite. She doesn't remember much of the city, if any of the city. And she and Rally don't really know much of their parents, because she was sent off. I guess their parents actually wanted more of a boy, so they sent her off first. She is a year younger than Yusei, so she actually stayed with Martha. She was actually dropped off at Martha's doorstep, and Martha took her in, and she became friends with Yusei ever since. And then Yusei started going out more and more as a young teenager, and met Nervin, Blitz, and Tank. And then all of a sudden, Rally comes into the picture, and she's like, what is he doing here? Only to find out that they are brother and sister. And yeah, she has a mark. She had gotten the mark when she was 12 because she was caught after curfew by Trudge. And her tech type, she has mainly dragons. So she's got a dragon deck. She's got blue eyes. She's got like the classic, like blue eyes and red eyes, and red eyes, black chick, that kind of stuff. Yeah, she's got dragons. She's got a few magicians, and yeah. Anyway, that's just about it for Taga. Now, fun part is family. I've never created an Egyptian family before. So this is Kamaria and her brother Mahad. Mahad, as we all know, is the dark magician who was the first to wield the Millennium Ring, and the first one to actually go up against Bakura, or Akefia, back 5,000 years ago. And Kamaria looked up to her brother. She too was a magician in training, just like Atem and just like Mana. She was best friends with Mana, very much best friends with Mana, and I think her friendship with Atem was special. She when she had quote unquote awoken 5,000 years later, she was in Japan, and she's like, why am I here? Why? How did I even get here? And she's confused. And all of a sudden she's received this note. Go find Yugi Mutou and stay by him. And she's like, okay. And while on the way, she actually runs into a girl, Taya. And Taya actually takes her shopping and shows her around. And therefore, she now blends in. She's still confused because there's like technology everywhere. She's so used to like everything. She's so used to Egyptian standards that she doesn't actually know anyone else's. So she's like, what do I do? How do? I don't know. Anyway, she's actually also the, she too has a crush on Yami. When she finds out it's Yami and she forgot Atem's name. So yeah. Anyway, that's Kamaria. And final one. I think she's the one I'm most proud of. I know for those who probably have seen her before, there's probably another character already with that kind of style, but I actually thought of this without even having to have read it, so don't think that I'm trying to steal. Pretty please. But this was Alia Mutou. She is the only grandchild to Yugi, and she's met Solomon once or twice before he passed away. Her father is Judo, and that's actually Yugi's only son. And you have Melissa as the mother, and they had passed away on their way to work. They had been killed. And yeah, you can kind of see my kanji. It's starting to darken a little more, actually. This is actually kanji for Fudo is up top, Yusei is on the bottom. Fudo, Yusei. Anyway, Alia, Yugi calls her his little magician because she always was like magic. She made him happy, like even just a smile on her face. She always made him happy. And he decided to give her, when she was 14, he decided, no. Was it 14? No, 16 I think. I think is what I said, 16? 16 or 17, or 14 or 15, I don't remember how old I put her when Yugi gave her the Millennium Puzzle, or the so-called replica. One piece of it, this piece right here, this Eye of Horus, is actually the real piece of the puzzle. Yami, or Atem, actually gave him that piece to be like, if you still want to keep in contact, here. And he passed into the afterlife, when actually his soul is still sealed inside that little piece. So, therefore, Alia, when she completed it, was finally able to talk to him. And coming to find out, because later on it's actually revealed that she works in the facility, or she worked in the facility. Armstrong did not like her. She visits Tanner and she visits Yanagi, and when Yanagi and Tanner are out of the facility, Yanagi brings up that she is an ancient legendary signer. Coming to find out that not only does she have a connection with Yami, or with Atem, she also has a connection with the Crimson Dragon. She has a deep connection with the Crimson Dragon. She is the ancient legendary signer that Yanagi was talking about. And here's another twist to it. After the WRGP, and well, after the Earthbound Immortals and WRPG, there's a new enemy running about. Who is it? None other than Bakura. Bakura is back, and she has to take care of him this time. With maybe the help of Yusei, as long as he doesn't get hurt, is what she always regrets him doing, is getting hurt, like getting involved and all that. Yeah, but anyway, so she deals with Bakura, and everything just turns out just fine and dandy after that. Like, no more enemies. She's friends with Akiza and Luna and Leo and Crow and everyone. Kind of. She can barely stand Jack. She absolutely just despises Jack. She saved Rally when she was 16, and Yusei was 16 too. No, Yusei was 17. Yeah, Yusei was 17. But she rescues Rally from the ocean. She was actually she was a crazy girl for actually jumping into the ocean to save him. And then Yusei jumps in after her, after hearing from Jack that he basically threw Rally out into the ocean. I forgot the reason. I think it's just for Jack to get a hold of Stardust Dragon and his runner. His very first runner. So... and Yusei saves her, as well as she saves Rally. She performs CPR on Rally, makes sure that he's breathing and all that, and yeah, boom! Therefore, the forever crush has appeared. Excuse me. Anyway, that's just about it, I guess. I don't really have much to say about, like, any others, so, yeah. Anyway, that is all for the Yu-Gi-Oh side of my new characters. So, I will see you back here for, oh, no, that's not it. I forgot I had two more. Xing, the Stardust Dragon. I'm not gonna bother picking her up. And Xing, I kind of based her off of Kisara with the white hair and the pale skin, but her outfit and her eyes and her hair now resemble more of Stardust Dragon, and that's actually the main reason why I created her, was because of Stardust. Stardust is actually my favorite dragon, and actually so is Red Eyes. So her eyes, her skin, her hair, and her boots, and her shirt actually are Stardust colors. And she is basically Stardust Dragon in human form, and she meets Yusei, and yeah. I don't really have much about Xing, I guess, and neither do I about Rubi, the Red Eyes Black Dragon, who, since Yusei owns Stardust, Red Eyes Black Dragon is owned obviously by Joey Wheeler, and Joey, like Yusei, is, well, Joey's actually more dense than Yusei, I should say. Yeah, I should say Joey is more dense, and Ruby is more of the tomboy, and Xing is more elegant, I guess, because Stardust is kind of elegant himself. But she is the human version of Stardust, whereas Ruby is the human version of Red Eyes. And I technically could have had her at Red Dragon Archfiend, but Red Dragon Archfiend is extremely more red than black. And the only reason why I actually came up with Ruby was because I had a black wig and I had red contacts in, and so therefore I was basically doing Ruby every day, or a gender bent Sebastian every day. Whereas Xing, I can do that. I just need to get my green contacts in and then take a picture like that. But I don't really have much to go off of for Xing. Like, I barely have anything to go off for Ruby, so that's actually it. So, I will see you guys in the next one for Final Fantasy. How about that, guys? Later, taters!